How's it going, everyone? Just a normal day on PulseChain. Nothing at all exciting happening or anything like that. There wasn't billions and billions of PulseChain dumped. Honestly, like, is this surprising? I'm not surprised by anything anymore. Also not sad. So if you are out there, I guess that's a thing, but not interested. I said yesterday, not interested in anything except again, taking in good information, figuring out what happened, all that stuff. But like being interested in not being bullish in the ecosystem, I'm good. I'm good. I don't think you would even say it's cope to be interested in people getting out who don't have a lot or don't have faith that it's going to go up anytime soon. I talked about this yesterday. I talked about it in detail. I just don't think it matters that much. Even if the whales get out, they don't get out, whatever. I think, the reason that people aren't buying the coins right now, the core coins, for example, is there's no reason to buy the core coins right now. As far as like big players, like what reason do they have? I mean, how long have we been saying, that it's things are good, price is going to go up, all that stuff. Like, again, in a very non-financial advice way, how positive can we possibly be? But all that's it's just belief, right? It's just, you believe it's going to happen over time. And I think people are making decisions or trying to make decisions with data or on-chain activity or other things that give them actual signals that, yeah, the price is going to increase in a sustainable way. It's just not happened for a while. We got a pump in January, but besides that, it's not happening right now. So again, I'm not surprised to see selling. If we get, what is the goal? We get all the whales out and they just come back again anyways, right? They see the green candles, they come back and they start playing the games again. So I don't know. I just can't really get excited over seeing whales out or, whatever. Green candles are exciting, but other than that, I don't know. I don't have much reaction to selling happening, all that stuff. But anyways, let me get a chat and I'll pull up get a couple tweets. I'll pull up around it too. But that's my initial reaction of like, yeah, there's whales selling and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm just not that interested in it. Umberto, how's it going, man? Appreciate it. I don't know if it would be another awesome stream, but I'll try to make it worth paying attention to for 30 minutes. We'll say that. Dope man, when a whale exits a new whale, it's born. I like it. Certainly hope so. C HUD, I ran someone mid-50s who only has trading experience can be lost. However, just understand the basics about Bitcoin, $200. Sold at $9,500. All right. We got some good deals over the time, man. What's up, David? How's it going? Archie's here. What's up? Yeah, are you streaming my screen first? I sometimes wonder that. Sometimes I'll leave it on a stream that hasn't started yet, and then I have the opposite effect. Actually, it'll start, and I'll be somewhere else, and I'll hear all of a sudden music start playing or people start talking. You're like, wait, what's going on? And then you're like, oh yeah, the stream started. But I left my browser waiting to receive over there. So anyway, we're here now. We're here. What's up, Yoko? Ivor Biggin, I read a post on X today. There must be 600K of ETH ready for the PulseChain ecosystem. 600K ETH. Talked about 300K ETH. Are they adding up other potentially benevolent whales or people have otherwise interacted in a positive way with PulseChain in that post? Yeah, share the post. Tag me on if you're not a mod here, then just at me on Twitter at RHMax and share the link and I'll check it here in a minute. Let me know in the chat if you send it, if you share it over Twitter, and I'll go look at it and bring it up if it's there. What's up, TexX? Happy Memorial Day to you as well. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. Hopefully you're doing well with your families and all that. Again, I got like 30 minutes, so I was like, I'll stream, talk about this since it was a big event that happened earlier that nobody's going to remember tomorrow or the next day maybe. That's kind of how I'm taking it at least. What if we go down some more? Well, seen that before. What if we go up some? Yeah, we'll see. We're so bullish. All these free stables to pick up. Somebody was tweeting about the CST. Was that Crypto Vince? CST wicked down to, not wick, but it went down to like 70 cents or so, and now it's back up to 90 some, almost to $1, or maybe it went up to it now. Hopefully they get all that straightened out. We have that fiat on ramp that's coming in PulseChain. And yeah, more native stablecoins, the better, that we're able to get going. Lots of money on sidelines, waiting for ETH ETF. Yeah, I mean, if we have, within 30 days, if we get it within 30 days, I'm curious to see the run up to that, and then afterwards what happens. If it's anything like the Bitcoin ETF, that one turned out pretty good so far. That's what the chart says. Are these paper-handed RH been talking about? One more dip? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the whales. What if this whales all sell and leave, and they come back and buy more, and then they do it again overnight? It's just, I don't know. I just can't pay attention to some of this stuff. It's like there's no action. Some of these things, I try to really look at things and say, okay, was there some action, something I can learn from it, some action I can take? To me, there's just not. I don't. There's like nothing to do. It's just like, okay, well, it got dumped again because somebody had a lot of supply and they don't believe in the ecosystem. Cool. It's not like, it doesn't really make me vote one way or another, and I have no control over it happening. So another reason to not pay much attention to it. Not interested in whales dumping video title. Well, yeah, good. First of all, touche. Good point. Second of all, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to talk about it. I'm just saying, I just don't think it's that important. It's just not that important to me. But yeah, good. I like that. What's up, Akari? How's it going? Kirby says all these whales cashing out millions from X and PulseChain, but do nothing to further the community. So much selfishness. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of, again, I don't think that's specific to whales and PulseChain though. I think I covered this yesterday. I clipped it, and the clip will be up maybe in a few days or maybe tomorrow. I can't remember. But I talked about how, they're here to make money. When they see green candles and they want to stay in, they will. But if they don't, why are they buying PulseChain right now? Like, everyone who's buying PulseChain believes it's going to go up in the future. And there's nothing wrong with that belief. Like, I believe it too. But it's like, I don't blame the whales for doing whale things of like, oh, I want to make money. I see some money over here. Let me go make some money over here. Okay. I don't think PulseChain's going to go up right now. Okay. Well, you place your bets, where you place them. So, 1 year for weak hands. Well, I think we're past 50 weeks. We got to be past 52 weeks at this point too. Yeah, because that's May. That would have been the birthday, right? That would be 52 weeks. Just share it on Twitter for you. Okay, cool. I'll look at it in a minute. Appreciate that. Hello, Andy Emma. Hello from England. How's it going? Shout out to England and the UK Hexicans over there, and Pulsekins and all of them. What's up, DJM Protocol? Happy Memorial Day, man. Appreciate it. The spicy video title is direct eyeballs. So, yeah, I try not to do that. I really try to not do clickbait or anything. And this title is not even close to clickbait because I'm actually going to talk about it. I'm talking to chat right now. I'm going to talk about it. I did talk about it. I could be not interested in something or think it's not that important and still talk about it. Yeah, it's still a relevant, accurate title. But I explicitly go out of my way to not do clickbait and just, I do spend some time on thumbnails, which AI helps a lot with too. The Denver address could start the ETH sell off when the Ethereum is trading. Yes, that would be cool if we start seeing, ETH hit 6K, 5K, 6K. What if we see a little bit of selling? Or bridging ETH and Pulse. What if it's like that? It doesn't have to be, it's hit 10K, sell all the ETH into, or bridge all the ETH over and start buying Pulse. It could be ETH hits 5K, sell 10%. ETH hits 6K, sell 10%, 7K, kind of like that thing. And then sell as in bridge and then buy, or just bridge. We could just be bridged in there doing stuff too. But as soon as we see that money move, if I were going to guess when we would see more whales either coming back into PulseChain or stopping selling their bags, it would be when they see one ETH bridged into PulseChain from the address. One ETH has any ETH bridged in. they see any changes like that, any bullish signs, anything that looks like it's rotating in the pulse chain, I would take that as, wow, I wonder what the whales are going to do now. Are they just going to sell against the market in case it does go up, the biggest sign they possibly have? Or will they be like, you know what, I would like a 10x, 50x, 100x, whatever they believe they're going to get, and go for that. So I think when the market changes, when the sentiment changes, when the signals that they get are just don't make it any, just aren't in the favor of selling, then maybe they won't sell. Till then, what's the case against selling? Again, like why not? Like why would they stay here? They look at Twitter. They don't see anything happening. They see other things going up. Like how are we keeping them here? Like there's not, what reason, people, I said the other day, like, oh, but the big influencers aren't talking about PulseChain. What are they going to talk about? If you're not deep in this ecosystem and you don't have all the data or stats, you're not into the stuff, and you're not like, people streaming the community, you don't know all the things to be bullish about. What are you going to be bullish about? What would you say about PulseChain other than what they have been saying, which is it hasn't went up yet, that kind of thing. So again, totally optimistic, totally bullish on PulseChain, but the fact that people aren't or don't want to be, I certainly don't have expectations that they would be at this point without there being big events to give them such confidence. Angry people, what can we do? No more money. Yeah, exactly. It's hopefully people are able to make money in like whatever they're doing on PulseChain, whether it's LP or farming or community coins or whatever it is. Hopefully people are able to make some money, and that old saying, rotate it back into Pulse or Hex, and which I'm not sure happens very often, but for putting new money in. I was watching Big Pep earlier. I got to catch the rest of his stream, but he was like, yeah, it's kind of like, the phrase was, it feels like you're throwing good money after bad money type of thing, of like, if I put more money in, will it actually multiply, or will the price just go down again? Again, anyone can tell you with a straight face that they believe that you put money in the PulseChain now, in the future, it will be worth money. Don't know when it's going to be. But then you have the opportunity cost, right? Putting more money in PulseChain, or, gambling on Solana, or the casino over there, or some other new thing that's launching, or whatever it is. There's plenty of places in crypto to put your money. And, we're doing our best here, the community. I think we are, as much as we can do. But it's like, at some point, the green candle's got to come from somewhere. We can keep building, but it's not like we have this like, this like flashing light of money right now, unless you already, like, to outside people. Again, if you're here, you should know what's going on. Again, if you believe it and understand, see the history and all that stuff too. But in general, it's it's hard to attract people from the outside, because are we going to show them a chart? Well, which one? Well, does even the one on PulseChain look that good right now? Are we going to tell them we can tell them a story about Richard Hart and what he's doing and trying to save crypto and force for good and all that? Of course, we tell them about Scivive, like they're interested in that kind of thing. We can tell them about all the products that are here and all the TVL locked up, and how things are like early products on Ethereum, like PulseChain's like early Ethereum. We can say a lot of stuff, but again, all it takes is one other coin or one other ecosystem or one other easy onboarding method to another network. It's not easy to do. So I look forward to a day. I spent all last year assuming we wouldn't have any green candles for any period of time. Totally okay waiting, and thinking of ways to onboard people, making playlists, making PulseChain onboarding playlists, and going to events and all this stuff. And it's just tough to do. And I'm excited for a day when it's easier, but today ain't that day. But yeah, people building stuff out there, dashboard. Again, keep your heads down and building. So yeah, a lot of people building some good. Actually, I'll talk about GIF a little bit later about some of the website updates I think are interesting too. But there's people building on PulseChain and DeFi products, among other things. And I think, I still think there's plenty of things to be excited about. But as far as selling it to people on the outside and like not understanding why in the world they would leave this ecosystem, yeah, I understand it. I don't, subscribe to it, but there's some rationale behind it. I'll say that. Not interested in doing it, obviously, though. I'm here to win. I'll say that 50,000 times. Sorry, just reading chat. I really need to bring up this tweet. But you guys are active in the chat, so I feel like I need to talk for a minute. Let's see. Miriam, will there be a stream where you break down some of the copies from? Actually, I did do a stream on that. I didn't, where I went through and used Perplexity to break down products that we have on PulseChain, what we don't have. I'm trying to think what that's called. Let me go through my other streams real quick. It's actually, it's actually a good stream. All right. That was, what did I call that? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, the digging into series. Yeah, I haven't did it for a while. But if you type in RHMax digging into, so I've got, I did the digging into bridges and stablecoins where I talked, it's more about like talking about that, digging into privacy pools. I did digging into protocols on Ethereum and PulseChain. So this one, I'll just put it in the chat. But I talk about Curve, I talk about Synthetic, Slido, Rocket Pool, Compound, some of the stuff we have in PulseChain too. So I've covered that a little bit. I'll put it in the chat in case you're interested. But yeah, if you want to search for all of them, I think there's a playlist too. But RHMax digging into. Anyways, I could chat in just a minute. Let me move on though to Pulse Alerts. So 100% out. So if you haven't been following, so if you go over here, there's another tweet. Somebody screenshotted too, but yeah, so this one, so 5 billion pulse, 5 billion pulse. Yeah, 5 billion clips of pulse 4 times. Over there, wow, 14.8 billion PulseX. Is that the same? Not sure if that's the same person or not. And then, yeah, you got 100% out. So it looks like at least out of Pulse. And if we go to Money Gangs, tweet here too, wallet updates. So there's 2 he talks about here. Let me put his tweet in the chat as well. So wallet CA27 sold their PLS with only about 10K left, has 25K EHEX left. Do not be mistaken for the 20K or 20 mil PLS seller. Okay, so this was 20 mil or 20 bill? Because this was 20 bill, 4 clips of 5 bill. And then the wallet address who bridged to Ethereum and then used MetaMask as swap fee. That was what happened, like we were talking about last week. That had been selling over time. That was using the MetaMask swap feature to do that. Has 17 mil left. So yeah, there's still, there's still whales with plenty of hex, plenty of pulse. Plenty of bags ALC, 25. Yeah, that's 20 bill. Oh, was it? So it does look like the same person. Yeah, same wallet. Sold 20 billion PLS for around $1 million. And then sold almost 15 billion PulseX for around 300K. And then sold, looks like 25 million hex for 172. So yeah, in like a 25, 30 minute period, sold that much. Wow. So I don't know if they bridged it out or not, but that's quite a bit. And then this is, yeah, I think it's the same. It must be the same wallet if you did both screenshots the same. Or maybe 2 different ones, I'm not sure. But yes, this one still. No, it must be the second one. Has 17 million. Okay, maybe that was the second one then. Just didn't see it marked, didn't see the address on there. So it still has, 4.9 million MPLS. Okay, must be the second one then. So 2 different wells here. Looks like, and that's different than apparently this other one. Which, was that this person? I'm not sure. Anyways, multiple wells. At least one exited. Oh yeah, they have 2.5 million staked in Hex. 15 stakes. I wonder what the duration is. What period of time? I mean, we can look up Hex stakes here if we go to Hex Scout. Hex Scout, type in address. Look at the stakes. So, well, this one's 8-year duration. So they got, let's see how many stakes. Say the number of stakes. Native stakes, 314 million in native stakes over 8-year duration. So that's the next one's not until January 2025. So basically, looks like a ladder every year. Looks like they got the stakes copied over, and then just about every year. That's 2029, 2028. Yeah, looks like a staking ladder. Oh, yeah, that looks like they're in it long term though, at least. So yeah, you can use Hex Scout to see that and history and all that stuff too. So, anyways, whales. We have whales. I don't think we're ever going to get rid of whales, and maybe they'll buy it when they think price is going to go up instead of sell. But don't know when that time's going to be. So this was a 4 days later no activity from 0xCC, and that was the MetaMask swap one. A lot of selling. One day maybe we'll see some buying. So at least looks like one well out of Pulse at least. Cool. All right, get back to chat. What's up, Armando? Still a believer a lot can change this time next year. Yeah, a lot could change this summer. I mean, who knows, man? Like we get Ethereum ETF. We get some rotation to PulseChain. Things can change fast. Just don't know what's going to happen. Welcome, Hub. What's that average? 3,800. That sounds about right. It's 37, 3,800, somewhere through there. Hopefully that'll be double or triple in profit this year. That'd be cool. So it's a hex chain. Every coin pulses from a hexagon. I don't think so. I don't think everything. I think there's, for better or for worse, I think there's plenty of hexagons, not hexagons, or people just came for PulseChain that have started projects and stuff. So, yeah. I mean, a lot of them, of course, are, but I don't think all of them. I'd like to see some stats. Not that we're ever going to have them, but yeah, I think there's plenty of people that came in for PulseChain to start building too. So Toby 1, not much. Nothing exciting at all. I open with, not that exciting, but then, I mean, again, we're just keeping us busy, right? It's just entertainment, right? It's not really like what action am I going to take now after looking at all these wallets do this? Am I going to get out while I still can? Am I going to buy the dip? Like, I think it's mostly entertainment, but again, what lesson are we supposed to learn from this? The whales dump when they don't believe in the ecosystem, I guess, but it's a slow news day. It's a big event, don't get me wrong, but it's like, hopefully it'll help us go up, hopefully. All the liquidity printing from inflation is being dumped. All the liquidity printing from inflation. Not sure I understand the context on that one. The PulseChain official. Last guy, please turn the lights out. Hopefully we onboard more than we lose. Liquid X has done a snapshot now. Ooh, I didn't see that. Let's go over to Ben Sierras. Oh yeah, no, okay, sorry. I took that as launch. Okay, yeah, sorry. I did say the snapshot occur, which is pretty cool. Yeah, if y'all haven't seen this, you maybe could be an interesting project. I did a stream with Ben. I did several streams, but we talked about Liquid Hex specifically last stream during the Hex AMA. And I've got a clip here that's pretty interesting too. So check out my Twitter or check out his, Ben Sierra Pro. But snapshot has been taken for the holders that can mint. And then, yeah, it'll start trading after it's live, after there's liquidity, I guess. So pretty interesting project, though. What's up, Michael? Can't believe we dumped again. Mad people don't know what we're sitting on, but thanks for the cheap prices. Seeing these very unlikely. Yeah, I certainly hope that we go up and there is new ceilings and that there is a reason, like it's even more pressure. Again, I think just a lot of people have lost faith. I don't know when it's going to go up. I see cheap price, but I don't know when to go up. And there's all these other things, all these other, opportunities, distractions, whatever you want to call it. And I feel like I'm missing out. And how long am I supposed to hold this thing? And where's the good news? All that can add up to be like, why am I here? And maybe, make a decision from that. But I certainly hope everyone holding and buying and getting good deals are really, really, really rewarded with many, 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 many X's this year or next. We shall see. Antonio Miranda, is PulseChain finished? I don't think so. I think it's, I don't want to sound cliche, but barely started. For many, many reasons I've talked about before on the show. 50K validators. A lot of people who've invested a lot of money in the community has put their time, energy, and capital into ensuring this thing has the best possible chance to go up. So that always keeps me up. Every time I see people building new projects or just like pushing out updates or just going out of their way to make PulseChain great, like give people DeFi products, give people whatever they're interested into. Yeah, I think there's a lot of innovation here that people just haven't seen yet, and there's a ton of stuff. Oh my gosh, don't even get me mint. I could literally sit here and just talk for an hour or two about all the things we haven't seen yet that people have speculated on. Whereas all the new features for PulseX, would they be timed during the right time of the market when it's going up to attract more people and have new features? Where all the depressed prices, you think they're all cheap prices. There's a lot of projects on PulseChain that are way down right now, way more down than the core coins are percentage wise from the SAC rate, for example. And they're legit platforms that have launched. Are they just going to stay there forever? Are people just not going to buy? Where's the ability to get in PulseChain other than get Ethereum and bridge? We're about to get listed on MEXC. It sounds like a lot of people tweeting. It could be happening this week. Where's all the we saw rumblings of like stablecoin swap stuff and privacy pools and cover this stuff a lot. So I don't know. I have about 1,000 reasons to be bullish on PulseChain that I talk about from time to time on the show. So I think to me, that sounds like if I haven't seen all the things happen yet, and I've only seen a few things happen, and we haven't even seen that much price appreciation, to me, that makes me believe, early, right? And you don't want to hear early. You want to hear when to go up, but, early, just getting started, all that whole suite of potential phrases and stuff. That's what I think of. I think of PulseChain. So, all right, just no left for the weekends. Yeah, it's definitely definitely when I think the no expectations is hitting people at this point of like, wow, I really should not have expected anything. He has really made the community do the work. So there's that. What's up, Crypto Ewok? How's it going, man? Welcome. Crypto Crusade, yo Maxi, hope you're well doing, Red. I'm doing well. Appreciate that, man. I am mission oriented and I have plenty of stuff to talk about. That doesn't include price go up very often. So I think, this PulseChain needs the community. I mean, I talked about before, which one's more important, the code or the community? A lot of people, you make case either way. To me, it's the community. It's been proven to me at this. I always thought as a code, like, community. It's good to have a big community is supportive. You don't know how good it has or how necessary it is to have a good community until you're down for extended period of time. Everyone's doubting it. People are exiting. Red candles. Other places are popping off. That's when the community, needs to be solid. And keep building. Building and believing. PulseChain.com. Building and believing. There you go. All right. Scrolling. I'm going to get the gift in just a sec too. Calls D. Go real DeFi get smiles. Thank you. Thank you, Calls D. I think it too, honestly. I think it makes it easy for people. It's not confusing for new people. It gives you links to go learn and spend time binging about topics to prepare, to be ready when prices go up, to know what to do as far as like what other people are doing. Again, don't give financial advice, but different techniques and strategies other people are using that could be beneficial and stuff. Onboarding list. Again, if you want to onboard somebody to PulseChain, for example, you can tell them to go to gorealdefi.com and then under Learn to Earn, click Onboarding. Got the little ship beside it. And then there's a playlist with 41 videos that cover pretty much all the basics and a lot of stuff for PulseChain. Little 2-minute videos and stuff. And links to buy it. You can connect to PulseChain, go to the bridge, go to PulseX. Just the best experience I could possibly come up with that just uses the official sites and just gives a nicer UI and a nicer interface for the gateways and all that stuff. You can verify security. Talk about this in detail as well. So I wanted to shout out, I'll get to chat in just a minute too, but I wanted to shout out to, I saw on Twitter and on Telegram that giftware site has a new website, a new and improved. It's actually really, really cool too. So I'll put this in chat if you're not familiar. It's one of the projects I've been following and fascinated with, and we'll have a deep dive with on Wednesday, the 3rd deep dive. So come by for that around 4 p.m. Eastern if you're interested. Appreciate that, Team RH trip. And I actually haven't got a chance to look at this myself, other than on mobile briefly. But they got explainer videos. You can also go to, if you want all the explainer videos on my playlist, go to tinyurl.com/learnpermable. Showing 47 videos on the playlist here. And you can see everything, the explainers, you can see all the stuff that, they got the main explainers on the website, but I got the deep dives. I got the 3rd one. I have to push this up to the top. Yeah, that'll be the 3rd one. 3rd deep dive to learn this stuff, but really cool tech. And let's see. So buy at Minute Arbit. I talked about this a little bit yesterday as well. What makes Gift special? You can look at the workflow. It's really not that complicated. Once you look at it, it's broken down pretty well right there. Just a few concepts to wrap your head around. I did a poll recently. Well, that is cool. Like running to the moon. Add gift to MetaMask, add pgift to MetaMask, add iBurn to MetaMask. A lot more coming. So that sounds like they're building a lot more. They're deploying the protocols, the permeable, the buy and burn and stuff to a lot more, perhaps community coins, perhaps Hex, perhaps PulseX. Maybe PulseX gets another buy and burn. Maybe, your favorite community coin, whatever it is, gets a buy and burn. Pretty cool. So I really like the value that they're adding to the ecosystem, and really cool to see some new tech. I come up here and you can look at the contracts and audit and all that stuff too. So I'm going to leave it on this little thing. To the moon. I'm going to wrap up here in a sec. All right. Sorry, I'm mega bullish on many more somber. He's saying somber videos from RHMax. Oh, that's kind of funny. I do try to take a very measured approach, and I try not to get. I mean, I'll tell you when I'm excited, obviously. And I've been bullish since last week. I think on Tuesday or something, I've made a tweet about being bullish because all the stuff going on, the regulation stuff and the ETF and all that stuff too. But somber, is that the right word? I would just say indifferent. I'm gonna go with indifferent. I'm indifferent to big events because, I have my eye. I'm thinking long term. There you go. There's another phrase for you. Thinking long term. What are those called? Not euphemisms, but what's like the common phrases people say? They just get repeated over and over. Yeah, forget what they're called. Richard wants to win after SEC nonsense. Things will change. How much money or sacrifice? How much was sacrificed? Sooner or later, that money would be good things. Yeah, and it could be. Again, this could just, in the meantime, people in the ecosystem, hopefully they've learned some skills. I know some people learned probably how to do dev stuff and how to, just, whatever, if you're into Scivive or some of the values and some of the, whatever development stuff. Hopefully made some money, and a lot of people didn't make money during this time period, because the prices have went up that high, but they went down real low too. So there's been trading opportunities, not that everyone took advantage of them, but there's been opportunities to make money. And there's opportunities just to hold and see if money can be made later on, that kind of thing too. We'll see. What's up, Bitfinesse? What are we thinking for Ethereum top around 15, 16K? How come no one's considering possibility of being a short bull market like Bitcoin, BTC 14K top? Maybe we already had to bull. I don't know. We'll see. I've heard people talk about 15K like being reasonable and like 8K and 10K being too low. The ETH BTC ratio, people talk about that being very low for a long period of time. There's all these different theories and all the things. Okay, 1 year, was it 1 year from Bitcoin halving is when all season begins, or you got the 4-year cycle, you got left translation. There's all kinds of different ways of looking at it. So I don't know. I certainly hope so. I hope we get to 10K or 15K Ethereum. That would be cool. Because if you believe PulseChain is leverage on Ethereum, if PulseChain kicks off, Ethereum kicks off, that could be cool. So anything terminal with decades. I think staking a ladder, I think, that is a very powerful concept. And I think, there's other, ICOSA, for example, can encourage 5555 stakes. There's other things that can encourage locking up, and HSIs can give you liquidity for hex stakes, whether you think that's something you want to participate in or not. There's, shorter, there's no lockup period stuff like validators. There's all kinds of different cool, healthy games and ways to do DeFi in this ecosystem. This is like a very cool ecosystem for DeFi. I love DeFi. So if you like DeFi, and this is a huge reason, faster, cheaper transactions and DeFi products, it's really cool. I like PulseChain. What's up, Mo? No worries, man. You can always hashtag replay game if you're interested. Rick Burns says the community is going to be the reason we win. I hope so. I've seen, plenty of people stepped away, plenty of people stepped up. I think so. I think there's a good chance that even without Richard being around for a while, however long it takes, yeah, we can win. Maybe that's like a cool thing to prove too, that, you know, we aren't reliant on anyone for winning. As far as, you know, holding our hands or doing the marketing for us or whatever. Maybe this is the way that you make the community the strongest it can possibly be. You know, shake out the weak hands, strengthen people who are here. It sucks to see good people who, you know, just whatever circumstances, they just can't participate anymore, or they feel inclined to participate less because, you know, they just they want to be rewarded in some way. They just can't, you know, they've either over leveraged, or doubt comes in, or, you know, that's just not their mission, whatever it is. Like, I always want to, you know, always hate to see people who've contributed a lot, you know, stop contributing or contribute less, or otherwise. So I want everyone to buy Hex. Everyone who gets in the Pulse chain, I want them to be rewarded as much as possible. And not everyone has been rewarded that much yet, but that's what will happen in the future. And I think everyone that's still here, creating content, you know, being positive, optimistic, looking at the data, building, whatever it is, they probably think the same thing. And maybe they're here for more than that. Maybe money is definitely a huge motivator, but also the ideals and all of these things going forward, privacy, the freedoms, you know, a lot of stuff the RH stands for, a lot of stuff the community values that we build over time. Maybe we want those ideals to win, and that's pretty motivating as well. So anyways, that's all I got for you today. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday. And if I don't see you all tomorrow, should be back Wednesday for what I hope to be a great stream. That's all I got for you today, everyone. Scivive and 5555. We are out.